Hey guys, so I have finally been able to carve out some time. My voice is doing something really weird right now. I've finally been able to carve out the time to do a 24-hour readathon, specifically a romance 24-hour readathon. I really wanted to do one of these over February because obviously it is the month of love, so I'm so happy that I finally have some time to do it. I'm gonna be starting at midnight tonight and going until midnight tomorrow. It's currently 11:26, so I have 34 minutes to go. Exhausted. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are suffering right now. It's 3:15. Well, it's now 3:16, but I finished Open Water. I have really mixed feelings about it. I think it's really beautifully written. It really does read a lot like a poem. There's like pages that I pretty much highlighted because it's so poetic, but there's stuff that happened towards the end that is like making me, honestly, it made me really angry. I keep on writing communication, stuff like that, because I was getting really annoyed by like the way he was acting. Like, look at this. And in this page, I went off. I get what he's saying in this. A lot of it was caused by his trauma and he feels like he couldn't say anything. But at the same time, he literally spent like 100+ pages saying how he really loves this girl, or how he feels so safe with this girl that she really sees him, and he always felt like he could be himself with her and he could tell her anything and she would understand. I really love the girl. I think she did everything right. She went to talk to him, was like, hey, like, what the hell is going on? But he still didn't budge. You spent all of that time pining for this girl. You just throw it away like that because you're afraid to talk to her, when the basis of your entire relationship was because you always felt safe to talk about stuff with her. I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed because I feel like she deserves so much better. I feel like I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars because for the most part I really did enjoy it, and obviously the writing, like I said, is extremely beautiful. Like, I tabbed quite a bit of pages there, and he kind of did the whole silent treatment thing, which I hate. That is one of the biggest things that I just cannot stand. And silent treatment for something that she didn't even do. Like, she had absolutely no idea what was going on. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. I was expecting to really love it. I didn't hate it, but it was just, there's just like that little chunk. So I think I'm now gonna go to bed. I'm really tired. Oh my god, it's almost 3:30. I'm gonna try to wake up as early as I can tomorrow. I might pick up one of my ebooks in bed if I'm still awake. I'll see you guys tomorrow. little bit over 12 hours since I last talked to you. I've been doing mostly errands and I had to do a little bit of schoolwork, but I am 65% of the way through Ugly Love, and I picked this up last night before going to bed. I read it super quickly. It's a really fast-paced read, and so far I really am enjoying it. I do have a little bit of some issues, a little bit of a bone to pick with Miles. I understand that he definitely has some shit going on. You know, that's like what we're trying to figure out right now. But this is now the second book in this readathon that had the silent treatment thing, and I really hate that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves ever. It's definitely a personal thing, but it just really pisses me off whenever there's a silent treatment thing going on in any book. The silent treatment thing here was not as bad as it was in Open Water for sure, and I do like the flawed character thing going on, but this is feeling very in lust versus in love right now, and I am not really compelled that there's something more. They keep on saying there's something more, but I don't know what that more is because I'm not getting it. But we'll see. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this and update you guys with my thoughts when I'm actually done with it. I finished it. And oh my god, I'm kind of scared to say this, but okay, so I ranted about this book for like over 20 minutes, so I am coming back at a different day to just summarize all of my thoughts a little bit more concisely. So this book to me is a 2.5 out of 5 stars, but I'm bumping it up to a 3 stars, mainly because of Cap and Ian. I really love them, especially Cap. He's my favorite thing in this book. Like, the book itself and Colleen Hoover's writing is really easy to read, and I can totally understand why people find it super addictive. But the ending straight up gave me whiplash. I feel like it was super rushed, and it also managed to feel insta-lovey even though they didn't officially get together until the very end. I also really dislike how Miles's problem, or I guess the big plot twist, was handled, because okay, hear me out. This man spent 6 years building up a wall bigger than the Great Wall of China, and all it took was one look at his friend's sister for it to start crumbling down. I feel like the entire book was one big love at first sight story. Like, it took him one look to fall in love with Rachel, and it took him one look at Tate to be like, you know what, I'm gonna risk it all for this girl. Like, he broke 6 years of celibacy because he's so afraid of everything that comes with that over like one look at this girl. So even from the beginning, even when he kept on saying, I'm actually not in love with you, you can tell that he's in love. And then he said that whole thing, hold on, I'm gonna find the quote, but it's hard to feel bad for her because as much as she's hurting, she doesn't know pain. She doesn't know it like I know it. I keep pain alive. I keep it in business. I keep it thriving with as much as I experience it. What? He says that before we find out what happened to him. But honestly, even after I found out, I was like, you have absolutely no business to say that another person's pain isn't valid just because yours hurts more. Don't get me wrong, what he went through is fucked up, and I don't know what that feels like. That rubbed me the wrong way. When I first read it, I was like, no, there's absolutely no way you just said that. And then after the whole my god Rachel situation, I feel like the story went complete supersonic speed. I blinked and it was all good. It was all fixed. Happily ever after. Honestly, I think I would have rather known the twist earlier on in the book and actually see him work through his issues with Tate's support, right? Like, because we just saw all of the bad parts, and then all of a sudden the part, like the actual difficult parts, which is working through all of that, somehow it was just glossed over and it's all good. Like, I still don't really understand what makes Tate so special to Miles. Like, what makes her so different from every other girl that he's met in those 6 years that he was celibate? What it looks like to me is that she was convenient. She conveniently showed up in his life during that specific night, and conveniently she also happens to be living across from him. I didn't expect to go on another rant. I'm really sorry if you love this book. It just really wasn't for me. This isn't meant to offend anybody who loves this book. If you love it, you love it, that's fine. It just didn't work for me. It didn't have a lot of the things that I tend to look for in a book. I will say though that I agree with the message of the book. You know, the whole it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. 100% agree with that. I think that's a beautiful message. I just think there was just a much better way to show and to convince the readers of that lesson. So yeah, I don't know. I hope her other books work better for me. I don't want to give up on Colleen because so many people love her. And I'm not going to give up on her after reading one book that I didn't like. So back to the regularly scheduled program. It's now 1:47. It's been a little bit over an hour since the 24-hour mark. I think I showed you guys when I was at the 24-hour mark. I think it was like 214. And since then, I've read this much. I'm currently on page 282, chapter 18. Obviously, I didn't finish it during the 24 hours, but I still want to finish it for this vlog. I still have like almost 200 pages left and I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm just gonna finish it tomorrow. So yeah, technically I read about a little bit over 2.5 books for this readathon. So far I really am enjoying this. I found myself freaking squealing and smiling the whole time I've been reading this. I love Mr. Aaron Blackford. I get the hype now. I mean, I'm not even done with the book, but it's the next day. It is nighttime, as you guys can see, but I finished The Spanish Love Deception earlier today. I think for a rom-com it did exactly what it set out to do. It was a really fun time. Lena's family is amazing. They're so funny. The family dynamic reminds me a lot of my own family, which is really cool. Aaron Blackford, I understand now. I understand why everyone is obsessed with him. He's pretty much perfect. He is literally too perfect to be real. Definitely written by women vibes, but I don't care. It's a rom-com. And also for a rom-com, this has all of the tropes. So it has the single bed trope, it has fake dating, it has grumpy sunshine, enemies to lover vibe, literally everything that you could ask for in a rom-com. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm taking points off because, as you can see, the distribution of the tabs are mostly down here. So there's like this chunk right here where there's barely tabs. At the beginning of this, I found it pretty slow. I feel like she could have shaved off like at least 150 pages of this and still accomplished the same thing and honestly made the book better. The conversation sometimes was a little bit off to me. Obviously it's a rom-com, so the entire premise is pretty ridiculous. Like, it's not realistic, and I wasn't expecting it to be realistic at all because duh. It's just the way that the conversation was written. But other than that, this is a pretty damn good rom-com. And if you're looking for a really fun, light read, this is definitely it. And also, the ending was really satisfying. I was worried for a minute that it was gonna take a sour turn, but it didn't. I think it was done pretty well. But yeah, the pink moments. Let's talk about the pink moments really quickly because those are like my favorite moments. The first pink one was when he talked about how he is a Disney fan. Yeah, no, I'm done. I want to marry him. And his favorite. Oh, I can't. And then the next pink moment. Oh, this quote. This quote when he says, "I don't think I'd be able to deny you a single thing if you asked, Catalina." It's this whole bracket and I can't read you the whole thing because that'll be spoilers. And then the next pink moment. Oh, wait, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it, but just know that I literally wrote holy fucking shit down here. But it's a spoiler, so I can't talk about it. Let's see if I can talk about the next pink one. Okay, yeah, the next pink one is just their first kiss moment. This pink one right here is just him saying, "I'll give you the world, the moon, the fucking stars, anything you ask, it's yours. I'm yours." And then the last pink moment. Okay, I can't talk about it either because it's gonna spoil a lot. I'm really glad that I picked this up for this marathon. What? I'm so glad that I picked this up for this readathon, even if I didn't finish it. I think it was a nice change of pace from the last 2 books. So I guess let's go over all of the books. Oh my god, I can't finish my thoughts. So that is everything for this romance readathon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, and also hit subscribe while you're down there, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.